When people looked at Ellie, they didn't see a threat. She wasn't tall, muscular, or loud. She wore secondhand boots, tied her dark hair in a practical bun, and spoke with the quiet, no-nonsense tone of someone who'd grown up raising cattle in Montana. So when she showed up to sniper school, the elite part of U.S. Army marksmanship training, the male recruits laughed. One even asked if she was there to refill the coffee. Big mistake. The country girl. Ellie had joined the military for one reason: to protect the land her family had farmed for 4 generations. She'd grown up shooting varmints off hay bales from 300 yards. Her rifle was an extension of her arm. But now she was standing in the sun-drenched Arizona desert, surrounded by men who thought she didn't belong. She didn't talk back. She listened. While others bragged, Ellie calibrated. She learned the wind by watching dust devils, read terrain by how the grass bent, and adjusted her aim without fancy rangefinders. Just instinct. Still, the mockery continued. Go home, Annie Oakley. Try not to break a nail pulling that trigger. Need a pink camo wrap for your scope? Qualification day. It was the final week of training, and the instructors had a surprise. A challenge shot. Not part of the curriculum. Just a tradition. A 1,300-yard target, the far edge of the canyon, no wind meters. One shot. Most trainees scoffed. Impossible, one muttered. One by one, the students lay prone, lined up, and missed. Some by feet. One guy didn't even hit the berm. Then it was Ellie's turn. She said nothing, just lay down, adjusted her sling, and sighted in. She paused, feeling the breeze against her cheek, squinting through the heat shimmer. Then, crack. The silence was absolute. Then the spotter called out, "Hit! Direct center! Confirmed!" What no one knew. That shot didn't just win bragging rights, it set a training range record, the longest confirmed hit ever made during qualifying exercises at that facility. Suddenly, the coffee jokes stopped. One of the instructors later asked her how she made the shot. Ellie just shrugged and said, "Wind talked. I listened." Legacy of the shot. Ellie would go on to serve 2 deployments, save lives from rooftops no one else could reach, and earn the nickname Whisper, because by the time you heard the shot, it was already too late. But it all started on that day in the desert when a so-called simple woman silenced every critic with a single bullet. Moral of the story: don't mistake silence for weakness. Sometimes the quietest voice speaks the loudest, especially through a scope.